Hey there, it's Aubrey with Vitality Fitness. I'm popping in here real quick today to talk about belly fat. So thank you so much for joining me. It's good to see you today. I talk with so many, especially women over 55, who are dealing with these stubborn pounds right around the middle. So you may have gained a little bit more weight than you like, but why is it pooling right here? What's the key? What's the problem? What's going on? So there are a ton of reasons why women, especially in our 50s and beyond, gain that weight right in that midsection. So, number one, hormones are changing. So as we're getting older, estrogen levels are dropping, and that causes our belly fat area that causes the area in our midsection to accumulate more belly fat. And that is a dangerous thing because it can lead to an increased risk of heart rate disease. So you want to make your heart rate disease. You want to make sure that you are working on that belly fat, that you are getting rid of it. I'll go through a couple ways of how to get rid of it through this video, but it's also one of the main things that I help with my members in our coaching, so in our coaching programs. So we're talking about belly fat today. Why is it something that occurs? What can we do about it? So one of the main reasons why you're gaining that belly fat right around the middle is because as we're getting older, our estrogen levels are dropping, and it just causes a storage of fat right through that midsection. Another reason that's a culprit for belly fat is stress. So we all have stress, but how are you managing it? Are you eating through it? Are you dealing with it, or are you letting it build up? If you're letting it build up, your cortisol levels are increasing in your body, another hormone that we need to be aware of, and that is going to cause a storage of belly fat there right through the middle. So we want to make sure that we are managing our stress levels appropriately. You're not going to get rid of stress altogether. We're all going to come across stress in our lives here or there, certain times a little bit more than others, but you want to manage your stress appropriately. So what can you do to manage your stress appropriately? You can, instead of eating or just letting it build up, you can go for a walk. You can talk about it with a friend. You can journal it out. You can make yourself a cup of tea. You can find something that feels good for you. One of those things that you might want to do is make a list of things that feel good for you when you are stressed out. Maybe it's just you only have the time to take 5 deep breaths, but you're going to be very intentional with those 5 deep breaths. You're going to breathe in, hold it for a couple beats, and breathe out all the stress that you're dealing with. Kind of let it wash away. Maybe you are able to get outside really quickly, put your hands on a tree, kind of take a few deep breaths, get into some nature. There's some definitely good healing vibes that come from nature, so if you're able to do that, that's awesome. Or maybe just chatting it out with a friend, someone you really trust, someone that is there for you, is able to, lend an ear. I'm having a really stressful day. I would love it if you could chat with me later on today. Do you have any time? Reaching out for support is another thing. Another reason that we're packing on those pounds right on the middle is we're getting a lot of extra added sugars in our diet. You might not even notice it, but many of our foods have hidden added sugars. So I encourage you, if you're dealing with that belly fat and you're tired of it and you want to make a change, go ahead and read the labels on what you're eating. You might find that some of the things that you thought were healthy for you are packing on some added sugars. So I have definitely been really diligent about taking a look as I'm grocery shopping and taking a look at the items that we're eating and looking for that label and looking for that area that says added sugars and finding options that don't have those added sugars. And it's a little bit harder. It takes a little work to do so. It takes an extra step of actually being mindful of not just what's the thing on sale that I'm used to buying for years and years, but what's something that might be really good for my body. It takes a little bit of looking, just, taking a look at the labels a few times, but once you find those items, then those are your new go-to items. And so there's some really good options out there. Some of the things that are, like marketed as healthy that are like that we don't realize about how much added sugar is. And there's a lot of cereals, yogurts, even like packaged oatmeals, spaghetti sauce, all of those different things pack on added sugars in there that you might not even have realized. So I've helped a lot of our members through our coaching program take a look at the items that they're eating and really make some quick changes that aren't like ruining your diet. They're not like taking away the things that you love, but it gives you more room for a couple added things later on that you might enjoy, like, you know, your favorite cookie or your favorite dish of ice cream later on, because you haven't had all that extra added sugar throughout your day that's packing on those pounds that you don't need, those extra calories and that added sugar in there that you didn't even realize you were getting. So that's one thing. So we're talking about today belly fat and why are we packing on those pounds right in the middle. Number one, our hormones are changing. Estrogen levels are dropping, and that causes a reserve of belly fat right through the center. Number two, stress hormones, cortisol coming at us from all directions will cause that belly fat to grab on right there. So you need to find effective ways to manage our belly fat. And the other thing is those added sugars. So a great way to make sure that you are reducing your belly fat is through strength training. So I know that's my spiel. I talk about it all the time, but I bet you didn't realize that one of the best ways to lose fat is through strength training and not through cardio. Most people think if they want to lose some fat, they're tired of being overweight, they're tired of feeling bloated, they're tired of feeling tired. Maybe they should just get out and go start jogging, or they should get on the elliptical or do a longer walk, get back into their walking routine, and that would be best for them. But actually, the best way to lose fat and to gain muscle, which is going to help build your metabolism and boost your metabolism, is through strength training. And that's what we do with our programs at Vitality Fitness. So I would love to chat with you if you are interested in hearing more about our programs. We offer fitness and nutritional support coaching programs. We offer live virtual workouts, private and small group. If you're interested, feel free to drop your information below. Feel free to send me a message. We're in our day 4 of our Body Friendly Boost and Tone Challenge. Today is a day we're reserving for stretching and getting in some good mobility. So this 5-day challenge is built to not exhaust your body, not tear you down, but to build you up. And so we've gotten some good workouts in earlier in the week, and today is a day to get in your stretching and your mobility. So maybe go for a nice walk. Here it's gorgeous outside, so it's the perfect day to get in your mobility, get in a nice walk and some gentle stretches. I hope you will do the same. If you have any questions about your health and fitness, any questions, especially for women and men over 55, drop them in the comments below. I'd happily answer them on our next live video. So good to see you. Have a good one.